just now, irrevocably. You would never have forgiven yourself for so doing afterwards. And yet you are absolutely blameless. It is impossible that your life should be altogether ruined at your age. What matter that Rogojin came bargaining here, and that Gavrila Ardalionovitch would have deceived you if he could? Why would you continually remind us of these facts? I assure you once more that very few could find it in them to act as you have acted this day. As for your wish to go with Rogojin, that was simply the idea of a delirious and suffering brain. You are still quite feverish. You ought to be in bed, not here. You know quite well that if you had gone with Rogojin, you would have become a washerwoman next day rather than stay with him. You are proud, Nastasia Philipovna, and perhaps you have really suffered so much that you imagine yourself to be a desperately guilty woman. You require a great deal of petting and looking after, Nastasia Philipovna, and I will do this. I saw your portrait this morning, and it seemed quite a familiar face to me. It seemed to me that the portrait face was calling to me for help. I shall respect you all my life, Nastasia Philipovna," concluded the prince, as though suddenly recollecting himself, and blushing to think of the sort of company before whom he had said all this. Ptitsin bowed his head and looked at the ground, overcome by a mixture of feelings. Totski muttered to himself, "He may be an idiot, but he knows that flattery is the best road to success here." The prince observed Gania's eyes flashing at him, as though they would gladly annihilate him then and there. "That's a kind-hearted man, if you like," said Daria Alexeyevna, whose wrath was quickly evaporating. "A refined man, but lost," murmured the general. Totski took his hat and rose to go. He and the general exchanged glances, making a private arrangement thereby to leave the house together. "Thank you, prince. No one has ever spoken to me like that before," began Nastasia Philipovna. "Men have always bargained for me before this, and not a single respectable man has ever proposed to marry me. Do you hear, Afanasy Ivanovitch? What do you think of what the prince has just been saying? It was almost immodest, wasn't it? You, Rogojin, wait a minute, don't go yet. I see you don't intend to move, however. Perhaps I may go with you yet. Where did you mean to take me to?" "To Ekaterinhof," replied Lebedeff. Rogojin simply stood staring, with trembling lips, not daring to believe his ears. He was stunned, as though from a blow on the head. "What are you thinking of, my dear Nastasia?" said Daria Alexeyevna in alarm. "What are you saying? You are not going mad, are you?" Nastasia Philipovna burst out laughing and jumped up from the sofa. "You thought I should accept this good child's invitation to ruin him, did you?" she cried. "That's Totski's way, not mine. He's fond of children. Come along, Rogojin, get your money ready. We won't talk about marrying just at this moment, but let's see the money at all events. Come. I may not marry you either. I don't know. I suppose you thought you'd keep the money if I did. Ha, 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 ha! Nonsense! I have no sense of shame left. I tell you, I have been Totski's concubine. Prince, you must marry Aglaya Ivanovna, not Nastasia Philipovna, or this fellow Ferdishenko will always be pointing the finger of scorn at you. You aren't afraid, I know, but I should always be afraid that I had ruined you, and that you would reproach me for it. As for what you say about my doing you honour by marrying you, well, Totski can tell you all about that. You had your eye on Aglaya, Gania, you know you had, and you might have married her if you had not come bargaining. You are all like this. You should choose, once for all, between disreputable women and respectable ones, or you are sure to get mixed. Look at the general, how he's staring at me." "This is too horrible," said the general, starting to his feet. All were standing up now. Nastasia was absolutely beside herself. "I am very proud, in spite of what I am," she continued. "You called me perfection just now, prince. A nice sort of perfection, to throw up a prince and 1.5 million of roubles, in order to be able to boast of the fact afterwards. What sort of a wife should I make for you, after all I have said? Afanasy Ivanovitch, do you observe I have really and truly thrown away 1 million of roubles? And you thought that I should consider your wretched 75,000, with Gania thrown in for a husband, a paradise of bliss. Take your 75,000 back, sir. You did not reach the 100,000. Rogojin cut a better dash than you did. I'll console Gania myself. I have an idea about that. But now I must be off. I've been in prison for 10 years. I'm free at last. Well, Rogojin, what are you waiting for? Let's get ready and go." "Come along!" shouted Rogojin, beside himself with joy. "Hey, all of you fellows! Wine, round with it! Fill the glasses! Get away!" he shouted frantically, observing that Daria Alexeyevna was approaching to protest against Nastasia's conduct. "Get away! She's mine! Everything's mine! She's a queen! Get away!" He was panting with ecstasy. He walked round and round Nastasia Philipovna and told everybody to keep their distance. All the Rogojin company were now collected in the drawing-room. Some were drinking, some laughed and talked. All were in the highest and wildest spirits. Ferdishenko was doing his best to unite himself to them. The general and Totski again made an attempt to go. Gania, too, stood hat in hand, ready to go, but seemed to be unable to tear his eyes away from the scene before him. "Get out! Keep your distance!" shouted Rogojin. "What are you shouting about there?" cried Nastasia. "I'm not yours yet. I may kick you out, for all you know. I haven't taken your money yet. There it all is on the table. Here, give me over that packet. Is there 100,000 roubles in that one packet? Phew, what abominable stuff it looks! Oh, nonsense, Daria Alexeyevna! You surely did not expect me to ruin him," indicating the prince. "Fancy him nursing me! Why, he needs a nurse himself. The general there will be his nurse now, you'll see. Here, prince, look here. Your bride is accepting money. What a disreputable woman she must be! And you wished to marry her. What are you crying about? Is it a bitter dose? Never mind, you shall laugh yet. Trust to time." In spite of these words, there were 2 large tears rolling down Nastasia's own cheeks. "It's far better to think twice of it now than afterwards. Oh, you mustn't cry like that. There's Katia crying too. What is it, Katia, dear? I shall leave you and Pasha a lot of things. I've laid them out for you already. But goodbye now. I made an honest girl like you serve a low woman like myself. It's better so, prince, it is indeed. You'd begin to despise me afterwards. We should never be happy. Oh, you needn't swear, prince. I shan't believe you, you know. How foolish it would be, too. No, no.
We'd better say good bye and part friends. I am